are you? What's going on?
Just get in?
No, I'll be back.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? What's going on?
Thank you. All right, so ask everybody just one favor, just go back over by that tape. Kancela, correct?
Oh, Kins.
Se reporta que fueron más de 10 balas. No te puedo dar el número exacto porque no sé el número exacto.
All right, everyone, thank you for coming to this tragic scene this evening. You're going to hear from our First Deputy Commissioner, Tanya Kinsella. Then you're going to hear from the NTA Chair, General Lieber. And then you're going to hear from our Chief of Transportation, our Chief of Transit, Michael Kemper. After that, we'll take some questions. Obviously, this is an active and ongoing investigation, so we won't be able to answer everything, but we'll do the best we can. All right, so first up is our First Deputy Commissioner, Tanya Kinsella.
Good evening, everyone. Today, another senseless act of violence occurred on our transit system. We have innocent victims, and we want New Yorkers to know that we will get you, whoever was responsible for this. With me today, I have Chief Kemper, the Chief of Transit, Richard Davey, he's the President of the MTA, Commissioner Kaz Daughtry, Commissioner of the NYPD, and we will give a brief overview and preliminary overview of what occurred.
I'm Jano Lieber. I'm the chair and CEO of the MTA. Listen, New York's heart breaks. New York's heart breaks when people are headed home and kids who are coming home from school to do their homework are subjected to random acts of violence like what occurred here late this afternoon. New York's heart breaks when guns are on the streets, even though the mayor and the governor are doing everything possible to get guns off the streets. There have been progress getting guns off the streets. The governor is fighting in the courts to make sure that people don't have the right to bring guns into our public spaces. But New York's heart breaks when this happens, senseless acts of violence of this kind. I spoke to the governor earlier, and she wanted me to express her confidence that the NYPD, who is the best in the business, is going to catch this guy, whoever it is. But in the meantime, our hearts go out to the victims, the 5 people who are injured, and also the person whose life was lost. We have made tremendous progress fighting back against transit crime with an amazing transit bureau. But right now, we're in mourning and determined to fight back against guns in our streets. Thank you. We're going to keep working at it every day.
All right, so let me start off by saying this. We don't believe this was a random shooting. We do not believe that this was an individual indiscriminately firing into a train or in a train station. This incident today occurred or was as a result of 2 groups that started fighting while on a train. And I'll walk you through a preliminary story, okay? So this afternoon at about 4:35 p.m., there were multiple 911 calls for police to respond to the Mount Eden train station for shots fired. Police officers arrive, they go up to the northbound platform of the 4 train, and they come upon 6 people who were shot. Of the 6 people that were shot, there's 4 males and 2 females, and their ages range from 14 to 71 years old. All 6 victims were taken to local hospitals, and unfortunately one of the victims, a 34-year-old, was pronounced deceased as a result of being shot. As we stand here right now, detectives are on scene. This is a very active investigation. Detectives are on scene. They're interviewing witnesses, collecting video, collecting forensic evidence. But what we have, or what we know right now, is there were 2 groups of teenagers riding a northbound 4 train when a dispute occurred. As the train pulled into the Mount Eden station, the doors opened up, and at least one of the individuals in that group, or in the 2 groups, took out a gun and fired shots. People started running off the train onto the platform, and more shots were fired while on the platform. And that's when and where our victims were shot. Again, if anyone has any information in relation to this case, we urge you to call our Crime Stoppers hotline at 1-800-577-TIPS. And look, let me end it with what the First Deputy Commissioner stated and what Chairman John Oliva stated. This is unacceptable. And when detectives make an arrest, and notice I said when, because I'm very confident they will, there must be swift, immediate, strong consequences. So preliminarily right now, we believe that we may have some people that were shot that were part of the 2 groups, and we have people that were not part of the groups that were either on a train or on a platform waiting for the train.
Is there surveillance images? Are there working cameras at this station?
Your question was?
Is there surveillance images of the suspect? Is there working cameras at this station?
Yeah, the Transit Authority responded immediately to the scene and downloaded the video, and our investigators are viewing it at this moment.
The shooting started when the train pulled into the station. The doors were open, and as people were exiting the train, we believe at least 1 shot was fired at that time.
So just to clarify, a shot was fired inside the subway car itself?
We believe so, yes.
The 34-year-old who died, was that an innocent bystander, or was that individual part of the, was that part of the fighting or anything?
That's all part of the investigation.
How many suspects? Is it just the 1 suspect for right now that you're looking for?
Right now, we know we're looking for at least 1, but that's all part of the investigation. You got any more?
Yeah, we were told by witnesses that there were at least 2 teenage girls that were injured. Can you confirm that? And was 1 shot in the, a lot of people tell us a girl was shot in the face.
So, yeah, so we're not going to release names, obviously. I said there were 4 victims. I'm sorry, 6 victims. 4 of the victims are males. 2 of them are females. The females' ages are 29 years old and 14 years old. And their injuries are not life-threatening. This is not the norm. That's why we're all out here right now, outraged, because this is not the norm. Shootings were down last year.
To have a shooting like this in the subway system is extremely rare and unacceptable. So my message to people is just what I just said. The subway system is safe. This is not the norm. This is not indicative to what goes on in the subway system. The bigger message is, or the bigger question is why do people feel emboldened to pull guns out and shoot them? There must be consequences when these arrests are made.
Dalton D'Souza. I'm the president of Passengers United. Our job is to provide advocacy for passengers on the subway. We're a 501c3 nonprofit. Right now, all of our members and passengers all over the city right now are devastated to learn that a 53-year-old man was shot. From what I'm being told, it may be 7 people. 6 people were shot, 1 person is deceased. This is a very sad day in our city that we have this violence going on in our city. We're calling on our elected officials, the governor, the mayor, and our city council and the assembly to stop lying to people that the subways are safe. The subways are not safe. You know, this could have been a transit employee. This could have been more passengers who could have been killed. We have young people out here with guns thinking it's a joke, and they just run around the city shooting people, stabbing people, and there's no consequences in the city criminally. You know, anyone can do anything they want right now. We need leadership in our city. So I'm calling on all of our elected officials to show leadership.